guys, welcome to the Ghana Hustle with me, your boss lady, Aisha Bengai. I'm here to give you a few steps to keep you rich. And number one thing you have to do is invest in yourself. So if you have money to start a business, if you have time to start business because you need time and money to start something or to start making money, the first advice I would give you is invest in yourself. You have to get a skill. It can be a physical skill or knowledge about the thing that you want to invest in. Make sure you understand the thing that you want to do before you go into it. You cannot go and invest in people's business that you don't understand investment. Or you cannot start something that you don't know anything about. So equip yourself, invest in yourself. If you understand what you are doing, if you know much about the business you're going to do, that is when you excel. That's when you can give the best. If you are empty, you cannot give anything. But if you feel yourself and you know more, you can do better. So that is number one. Keep it very, very important. Always make sure you know best of what you're going to do. The second thing you have to do to get you rich is having a multiple streams of income. You cannot have just one source. There's a saying that they say that if you have one source of income, it's a step away from poverty. So when you get it wrong, you're going to go broke. That's it, right? So if you are a salary worker, you take salary, it's okay, it's normal. We all started like that, right? But you should also have a side hustle. You should also learn about investment. You should also learn about about investing passively. I'll talk about that very soon. That you have to put money somewhere and then it will be bringing you a lot of money. If it doesn't have to be active, since you are a salary worker, you work somewhere and you take money. It's very important and it's very, very necessary to actually set a multiple streams. You have to have one or two or three or four added to your salary, incomes added to your salary, to keep you rich. You cannot depend on your salary alone, or if you have a business, that one business you're doing or you're handling, that alone, the income that comes from it can never make you rich, can never take you far, can never do anything for you. But you have to find a way to leverage it. You have to find a way to make it a multiple ways, to share it, to spread it, get it. So at the end of the month, it will bring you more money from the currency. And number 3 on my list, that you have to invest passively. So that was what I said. So people ask, what is passive income? Well, a lot of people say passive income is the money whilst you're sleeping. Passive income basically means money that you're not involved. So you have your money work for you. You have invested somewhere, money is coming, you're sleeping, and you're still making money. There are few passive incomes few things that you can invest in passively. I'll talk more about it in the next video if you guys want to know much more about passive income. But there are a few things you can invest in. For example, you can invest in somebody's business. And then they are making money. At the end of the month, they will bring you your profit. That profit is passive income. You were not there. You were not there. You did not work some, but they have brought you the profit they made. Your interest on that profit. That is your passive income. You can also create an app, and then people are downloading, and then you are getting money. That is also another passive income. You can also do shares. You can also buy shares, and then company stocks. You can also buy stocks. That one, you have also invested your money in the bank. You have also invested your money in the company. So the stocks are going higher. You are getting a lot of money. You're not working, you're not there, but you're making money. Passive income it's better than actively, because active there, you have to work, you have to be there, and there's little you can do as one person in a time. You all have 24 hours, right? So you have to think smart, and there is a lot that you can think about when it comes to passive income. If you guys want me to talk more into details about passive income, then you guys should hit the like button, and we will talk more into details about businesses you can invest in passively. So the next on my list is how to make money for you. How to make your money make money for you. It's similar like passive income. It's just that you also have the money, and you want the money to double for you. So there are few things that we can talk about. But if I do the passive video, I will go into more details. But yeah, so if you want your money to make more money for you, that means you need to find an existing company that they are doing very, very well, and then you want to invest your money in them to make more money without being in it, without working there. There's something in Ghana they call treasure bill, M fund, and the rest. That one too is also another income generating. It doesn't double your money necessarily, but at least you make something out of it, because I know the inflation in Ghana is somewhere about 15-17%. So let's say if you have 1 million Ghana cedis, in a year to come, if it is 17% or 15%, you're going to lose 15% of that money. So it's not 1 million again. So if you don't have to save the money at the bank, that's why you have to invest in that the treasure bills. But that doesn't give you more money. It doesn't double your money. What really will double your money is the stocks, is the crypto, and that one really doubles your money for you. So if you know much more about crypto, I think it's very, very good investment. You have to invest in, but you need heart too, because anytime you need to be monitoring, and your heart will be pumping like that. So yes, if you don't know how crypto works, if you go to the banks too, there are financial managers that are there that will also guide you in which best investment you have to invest your money in or make your money work for you. But I will do a video about the passive income, because this sounds is similar. Then I'll go into more details about that one, so you will understand it very, very well. And then the next thing is borrow money to make profit. This is one thing I don't like. I was going to say I hate, but I don't like, is people borrow money to spend. You borrow money to rent a house. You borrow money to buy a car. House they are all liabilities. You can make it an asset though. So somebody will ask me, what is liability? What is an asset? So well, liability is something that's taking away your money. You're not making anything from it. An asset is something that's bringing back your money. So you can get a house, and you can use your house into so many things. You can make money out of your house, although you're living in your house, but you work in your house. You're making out of it. You give your house, some part of your house for rent. People are taking the rent. You're making money, because every month they have to pay you, or every year they have to pay you, as it is in Africa. So that is when the house become an asset. But if you are just living it, you've just bought the big house and you're just living in it, it's a liability, sweetheart. You're not making any money out of it. And then you buy a car, it's also another liability. It becomes an asset when, let's say, you turn it into an Uber or an Bolt. So when you're going somewhere, your driver will come and pick you to wherever you want to go, and then your driver goes to work. So you're killing one bird with two birds with one stone, right? So it's very, very important that you need to understand what is liability and what is an asset to invest very, very well. So don't borrow money. Don't borrow money. I started my business without borrowing. I don't like borrow because of the interest you have to pay on borrow. But sometimes borrow makes sense. Borrow is a smart way to actually grow faster in business. But just that sometimes the interest, I personally don't understand the interest is too high, so I don't like it. But it's me. It might work for you, so you can also try it, right? But there are a few things, or you have to manage the borrowed money very, very well. You don't have to take the money and put it in something that is not going to come, because remember, if you borrow money every month, you have to give something to the person you borrowed from. If it's a bank, you have to give them something every month. So you need to put it in something that will bring you you need to put it in a cash flow, something that will bring you money every time, so that you can pay them. So typical example is you can borrow money, and then you go into a real estate, right? You buy a house, you rent a house, whatsoever you want to do. That means if you get the house, you did not buy the house with your own money. It's the bank that gave you money to buy the house or to get the rent, right? So you borrow money. People will come in the house and they will pay you monthly salary, monthly mortgage. They will pay you something every month or every year or every 6 months, depending on your terms. They will pay you something. Then you will be paying the bank, but they will pay you higher than what you actually got the house for. So you take their money and go and give some to the bank, and you keep some for yourself. So if you could check, you did not add anything, like no money came from you, but because of your smartness and your management skills, you're making more money. You get it? So don't borrow money to go and buy trousers, Gucci bag, Louis Vuitton. Please make sure you borrow money to invest. Make sure you borrow money to make more money. Make sure you borrow money to make profit. Another secret to also keep you rich is your taxes. How do you file your taxes? People do wrong with their taxes. Yes, it's very, very good to pay tax. In fact, it is a crime if you don't pay tax. You're going to be in a tax debt, and you're going to be in a big trouble. So you have to pay your tax. But how do you pay your tax? You have to be smart about paying your tax. I'm not going to go into details about tax today, but I'm going to tell you a few things you need to do to keep rich. And what if you hear all the rich people, you hear them, their tax returns, they don't file their tax return. You use taxes to also make richer or be more richer. If I go into details here, the government will follow me. But yes, what you have to do, or what you can do, is make sure you pay your tax after your expenses. That's what the government needs. So they come to your company. How much did you generate? Your revenue you generated. How much did you spend? What is your net profit before they charge you tax? But some people don't know how to fill in their tax, or how to go about their taxes. They pay their tax first, in fact, before they take expenses. Sweetheart, no. If correct business people or rich people, they are traveling to Dubai. In fact, they are going to have fun. But in their tax reports, they will say it's a meeting. It's a business meeting. So you feel it. So you're traveling, it's business meeting. You buy a car, it's a business expense. You buy a house, it's a business expense. You buy a house, you can tell the tax that you bought the house to do the business, to expand the business, to use it for a warehouse. You get it. You have a way to go about it, right? So anything you do is all business expense, right? So you have to be smart about it. If you want to go more into details, I think you have to join my course. You sign up for the online course, and that part I'll go into detail, because here, if I go into detail, the government will come for me. So I'm inciting you guys. Okay, so you have to, as I said, you have to pay your tax after your expenses. Do not pay tax first before your expenses. If you do that, you go broke, and then your business will collapse. And the government doesn't care. The government, they want to know what was your revenue, what is the expense, how much did you make. We are taxing you on that. So be smart about it. Yeah. Okay, so the another thing that I want to tell you, or you have to do to stay rich, is pay yourself first. You always have to pay yourself. If your business cannot pay you, then you're in a wrong business, or you're doing bad business. You make sure you pay yourself first in anything that you're doing. I'm not going to stretch too much on this. I'm not going to let you convince you to pay yourself, but you have to pay yourself first. And then you set a budget. So that comes to my next point, which is you have to set a budget for yourself. Because you have a business, you might probably be spending any money you're spending it, right? But you have to pay yourself, and then you spend within your budget. If you pay yourself, you will know when the month end, if you're spending, you know that you're not spending from the business, but you're spending from your salary, the salary that the business gave you. But before you do anything, make sure you have a budget for everything. So if you want to know more about budgeting, you have to sign up for the course, the business management and bookkeeping. I'll give you a lot of budgeting templates and a lot of budgeting files that you have to understand budgeting. You have to know how you can divide your thing. Everything needs to be budgeted for. Everything you buy, everything, food, water, clothing, investment, everything needs to be budgeted for, right? And that is what is going to keep you richer. That is what is going to, because if you don't manage your finances very well, if you don't manage your budget very, very well, you're going to end up in debt. Yeah, you're going to lose a lot of money, and that is not good for you and I. And what our aim here is to stay rich, to be rich and stay rich. So you always have to know how to budget your things. So the last thing I am going to talk about is you also have to get an emergency fund. So this is it, right? So I've talked about you having investment, or you have to have investment, or do get a lot of multiple streams of income. You might probably put your money in certain things that are not bringing you money fast. For example, if you invest in stocks, it's not that you invest today, tomorrow you're getting money. No, if you invest in crypto, you have to be patient, you have to wait. So let's say something can happen to you, but you don't have a fast way to get the money from. So you need to invest in the cash flow. You need to have a certain account set for you, that is emergency fund, that if anything happened to you, you can go to. If you are rich, or if you have business, or if you have a lot of money, if the money is not there easily to access, like easily accessible, the only thing you have to do is maybe borrow from somebody, and then the person will put interest on it. That interest is what you have to run away from. So you have to have an emergency fund, that if anything happened to you, you go to your emergency fund, and then you solve that problem. It's very important. You need to stay organized. You need to understand finance. And if you want to learn more about finances, why are you not joining our course? You just take our business structure and bookkeeping. And here, bookkeeping, I'm teaching you more about finances. You understand where to invest, what to invest, how to make people chase you to invest in your business if you're looking for investors, to what you need to do, how you need to go about it, how to make the money men actually chase you. Just join the course and you will know more about it. So we have come to the end of today's video. Remember, empty pocket doesn't make you a poor man, but empty brain does. Like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you in my next video.